Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into Linux distributions that prioritize elegance, simplicity, and a user-friendly experience, I got some exciting news for you today. Elementary OS has just dropped version 8.1, codenamed Circle, and it's packing a ton of enhancements that make it feel like a major upgrade rather than a minor point release. In this video, we'll break down what's new, why it matters, and how you can get your hands on it. So, let's dive right in. First off, a quick refresher for those who might be new to Elementary OS. It's a Linux distro built on Ubuntu's long term support base. In this case, Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, which means it's stable and gets security updates for years. It uses a custom desktop environment called Pantheon, designed to be intuitive and visually appealing, kind of like a blend of macOS aesthetics with Linux flexibility. The focus is on thoughtful design, privacy, and making computing accessible to everyone without unnecessary bloat. Now, on to the star of the show, Elementary OS 8.1. This release builds on the foundation laid by version 8.0 from late 2024, incorporating feedback from users and fixing over 1,100 reported issues. That's a huge number, showing the team's commitment to polishing the experience. It's smoother, faster, and more inclusive, with better hardware support across the board. One of the biggest changes is the switch to Wayland as the default display server. Wayland is a modern protocol that's more secure and efficient than the older X11 system. In elementary, it's called the secure session, and it was optional in previous versions. Now, it's the go-to choice, offering perks like fractional scaling for high-resolution displays, improved multi-monitor setups, and authentication dialogues that dim the background to keep your focus where it needs to be, which is perfect for entering passwords securely. If you're on a hardware that doesn't play nice with Wayland yet, no worries. You can easily switch back to the classic X11 session at login. Visually, things have gotten a nice refresh too. The dock, the taskbar at the bottom, now features subtle animations, like a gentle shake when you click an already open app. There is background blur for a more modern look, and it brings back some fan favorite features from earlier versions, such as showing multiple dots for apps with several windows open, pressure sensitive reveal, and easy window cycling during drag and drop. Plus, there is a new workspace feature right on the dock, making it simpler to jump between virtual desktops or add new ones without diving into multitasking view. If animations aren't your thing, or if you have motion sensitivity, there is a new reduce motion toggle in the settings to tone things down. Background apps now shows icons in the dock, so you can quickly manage or quit them. And for the power users, the dock appears in the multitasking view, and hot corners work even in full screen mode. Small touches like redesigned folder icons add to the overall polish. They are softer and better integrated with the file manager. Accessibility and inclusivity are front and center here. The installer and setup process now have better screen reader support, including reading password strength feedback allowed. Labels in apps like the calendar are more descriptive for screen readers. And the Bluetooth settings panel has been overhauled for clearer navigation, separating paired and nearby devices. Keyboard shortcuts are more customizable, and overall, the distro feels more welcoming for users with diverse needs. On the app side, Elementary is introducing two brand new ones, Maps and Monitor. Maps is a straightforward tool powered by OpenStreetMap, letting you search locations, view transit info, and even integrate with your calendar for event directions. Monitor is a handy system resource viewer with graphs for CPU, memory, and processors, plus an option to pin stats to your top panel for at a glance monitoring. Existing apps have seen solid updates too. The music player remembers your playlist between sessions, resumes where you left off, and shows album art in the sound menu. The Files app now lets you edit file timestamps precisely, and access admin privileges more easily. For developers, the code editor has better Git integration, like easier repo cloning and branch switching. Terminal gets a smarter tab bar and improved paste protection. And the App Center, the software store, now shows percentage-based ratings, highlights controller, supports for games, supports add-ons, and has a revamped layout for search results and chain logs. Under the hood, there's support for ARM64 architecture, which means it runs on devices like Raspberry Pi or Apple Silicon Macs. Third-party apps, especially those installed outside the Flatpak system, handle icons better, and screenshots open directly in the image viewer when you click the notification. If you're already on Elementary OS 8.0, upgrading to 8.1 is straightforward. Just run your updates through the App Center or terminal. For new users, head over to the official Elementary website to download the ISO. They use a pay what you want model, so you can grab it for free by entering 0 or contribute if you appreciate the work. There are builds for both standard PCs and ARM devices. In my opinion, this release really elevates Elementary OS as a top choice for anyone seeking a refined Linux desktop. It's not about cramming in every feature under the sun. It's about making the essentials work flawlessly. If you're coming from Windows or macOS, this could be a seamless transition. So, what do you think? Have you tried Elementary OS 8.1 yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up and subscribe for more Linux news and reviews. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.